Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Cory here, and I have the September Witch's Moon unboxing for you today. I did already open it up just because I wanted to take the card out of there first. The Witch's Moon box always comes with a reading. If this is your first time watching one of these unboxings, just check out the information that I have in the description box on what this actually is. The Witch's Moon box is a monthly witches subscription box, so it's going to have typical tools for your craft practice. Now, you may or may not use all of these tools, but what I appreciate about these boxes is that they have a theme and that everything's curated together. So the herbs, the candles, the incense, the oils, they all fit together in this little theme, and they have really great Book of Shadows artwork. So that being said, I am still subscribed, will continue to subscribe at least for a while, and we will open this bad boy up and take a peek at what's inside. Now, we have, per usual, 2 sheets of paper that describe the contents of the box, and then also an extra piece of parchment for you to use in your spell work. So this is the Celestial Wisdom box for the month of September. That's pretty cool. So for here, it looks like everything's related to cosmos, destiny, the universe, and just kind of drawing from that celestial type wisdom here. So we'll just take a look. This first thing on top, we have another great looking sigil card here. It's pretty fantastic. We have some astrological symbols in here. Now, let's see where this guy is on here. So we've got a zodiac enhancement sigil. Okay, so it's created with the intention of enhancing the strength traits of your personal zodiac sign. Okay, so in the center of the sigil, they've left the blank space for us to draw, paint, or write our own zodiac symbols. So we've got the planetary symbols, you know, on the outside. We've got the elemental symbols here in the 4 corners and the 7-pointed star inside of a circle. So in the center, we would draw our own zodiac sign. So for you, depending on how you practice, this could be your sun sign. Mine's Virgo. Could also be your ascendant. Mine happens to be Leo. So you could, you know, draw one of those symbols into the center to use to kind of draw out the strengths of your sign. Okay, and this is Western astrology that we're talking about here. And I say that because we've got Book of Shadows artwork right on top. Okay, I'm really excited because I just saw that we have 2 Book of Shadows artwork. But we'll talk about the first one first, okay? And so this is Zodiac in the Celestial Sky. So we've got a breakdown here, it looks like, of, yes, so sun signs. Okay, so we have the 12 signs of the zodiac, but the dates that they have listed are for your sun sign. We've also got the symbols right next to the name. So if you didn't know what the symbol was, you know, you see Gemini here, the 2 for the twins. Okay, so you can just take your symbol, you know, from this Book of Shadows artwork. It also talks about the planetary signs here and their associations, which is really great. This is gorgeous. I really love this. So if you practice Western astrology, if you pay attention to it at all, if you know, study it, work with it within your own craft practice in any way, shape, or form, this is a really good piece for your book, for your grimoire here. The second one that we have is what I was expecting in this box, which is our Mabon. artwork. Now, the thing that's sort of a bummer about the box, and because it's curated in North America, right now the Book of Shadows artwork is following the Northern Hemisphere calendar. Okay, so if you follow the 8 traditional Sabbats of the, I guess, Western European paganism, then you'll know that right now we're approaching in the month of September the autumn equinox, referred to as Mabon, in that cycle. It's a farmer's almanac type wheel of the year, and not everybody follows it. A lot of witches may or may not follow all of the 8 holidays in the wheel of the year. They may follow some. They may incorporate other holidays from their own personal traditions, cultural traditions, etc. But this one is very Western European style of a calendar. It's a farming calendar. So in the Southern Hemisphere, they're approaching Ostara, which is the spring equinox. So we got the Ostara Book of Shadows artwork back in March with that box. So the bummer is that if you are subscribing and you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you're kind of off on the actual artwork related to the Sabbat that's coming up for you. However, if you subscribe to the box for an entire year, collect all of the Book of Shadows artwork, then you can kind of re-go through it when that Sabbat does approach. So, you know, that's what we got here. We've got Mabon, and this is actually a really gorgeous looking piece here. We've got the correspondences, we've got information on it, this gorgeous transitioning night sky here in this archway, the, you know, because this is the second of the 3 harvest festivals of the Wheel of the Year. We just had the first one on the 1st of August, maybe the 2nd of August, depending on, you know, when you honor that holiday. And it's referred to as Lammas or Lunasa. I refer to it as Lunasa because I traditionally follow a lot of the Celtic sayings, and I do honor Lu on that Sabbath because I associate that holiday with him. So we've got the second harvest down here. We've got the grapes, pumpkins, wine glass here, corn, wheat to refer to harvest. So great artwork as usual. Whoever the artist is that's doing all of these, and they are signing, this is their, you know, signature at the bottom. You're doing a fabulous job. I love all of your artwork. Awesome. So we will actually dive into the box now. And we've got, they always package these very, very well. And I see 3 herbs immediately on top. Our first one here is the Astral Dance. So it looks like this is just, you know, packaged incense here that we have. We'll take a look. You know, that's one of the things about me unboxing these like right away is I'm having to take a minute to look these up. So we have the Astral Dance Sacred Smoke Blend, okay, created to be burned upon charcoal, so it is an incense blend, okay, or you can also burn it in a cauldron or any other fire safe dish that you have. So it's supposed to burn while resting or by your bedside to induce dreams that will bring answers or even questions that hold importance in your life in this moment. Recommend starting with a small pinch to see how you react. Okay, so it looks like it's got a mixture of mugwort, sage, and spearmint. That might be a little bit pungent. Let's open the sippy up and see what's inside. Yeah, you can definitely smell the spearmint on top of the sage. So if that's a little bit pungent for you, less is more, okay? Our next one is compass weed, it looks like. And then we also have, okay, I love their script writing, but I can't read that. Herba John. So it's St. John's wort, okay? So we have St. John's wort and compass weed, which is, I was gonna say, this looks like rosemary. It's rosemary, okay? Great for banishing negativity, purifying energy. St. John's wort is also good for being protective, having those protective qualities. It's a very masculine herb in my opinion. So definitely two very good ones here. Got a lot of packing material, you guys, to get through. So we've got bath salts, and these are called Luna. So we have a nice, gorgeous label like we typically do. Ooh, that smells amazing. So the Luna Goddess Sacred Salt has it's supposed to be tied to instinct, creativity, luck, femininity, water, and safety. Chamomile essential oil, as well as lavender and chamomile herb. Ooh, very nice. And also a little bit of their moon oil mixture, essential oil blend is in here as well. So very, very nice stuff. We've got their oil blend, always packaged very well. They do a really good job protecting the contents of the box, which is good because no one wants to, you know, pay for a $50 subscription box and then have all of their stuff come to them broken. Bummer. So this oil, okay, Starry Wisdom. So this is what it looks like. We've got little tidbits in here again. So we have Starry Wisdom Magical Anointing Oil, okay? So this anointing oil was created with the intention of enhancing the search for knowledge that flows through your life. As we go through our day, we are challenged with the task of setting time and energy aside for our true purpose, the search for knowledge and practice of those things we learn. You anoint yourself, your sacred items with this magical oil. Visualize the stars aligning in the sky to fit your intention. So it's made with cedarwood, lavender, rosemary. The herbs included are mugwort, leaf of silver, and a tiny little Lemurian quartz is in here as well. It also looks like there's a piece of, no, that's not pyro. Is that foil? Oh, that's the leaf of silver. Okay. So yeah, lot of different little gold flecks in here as well. So very, very interesting oil here that we have this month. Let's crack it open. Oh, wow. That smells really light. I like that. So not too pungent. Very nice oil. Now we've got a little silver bag over here. So let's pull this guy out. Take a look. And we have, ooh, a piece of smoky quartz, which is also really great for protection. I love smoky quartz because it's kind of a more potent punch up of just regular clear crystal quartz. I work with smoky quartz a lot for healing and for protection, yes, but also just kind of a release. To me, smoky quartz is a very crone energy crystal. Being able to use it to to support yourself during, you know, big energy releases, when you're trying to release something cathartically and still keep yourself protected, you know, and continuing on your work. I feel like smoky quartz is that friend to help aid you in that, lift you up and support you. Since it's, you know, it gets its smoky color from natural radiation from the earth, it's also just a great one to have for healing. So yeah, always welcome in my house, smoky quartz. So glad to have that little piece there. Collecting a lot of these bags. I'm not quite sure what to use them for yet because they're not big enough for tarot decks, but we'll see. And so we've got a little box here. Let's open this guy up. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So we have a piece of something in here. Looks like meteorite. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it is, but let's take a look here. So, and it is. This says this is a shooting star specimen. Not really doing it justice inside this little plastic box here, but. And so we have been working to source these shooting stars for many moons. They're meteorites known as the Campo del Cielo iron meteorite. Not sure I pronounced that correctly at all. My apologies. Shooting stars fell from the sky 4,700 years ago, about 1,000 kilometers northwest of Buenos Aires, Argentina. And I cannot open, oh, okay, here we go. Now I've opened it, okay. Here we go, so it is a piece of meteorite. Let's see if I can try and get it to focus on the meteorite, not me. Probably not. So here's the piece. Yeah, my camera sucks. Sorry, guys. This is like the best I have to work with. But we've got a little sliver of meteorite here, which is awesome. If you haven't had a chance to work with meteorite, I love its energy. It's pretty amazing because it's literally not a mineral found on the planet naturally. This mineral came from elsewhere in the universe and just happened to crash here. You know, we were its final destination, and now having a piece of it, we can use it to hold that connection to the rest of the universe. It's very easy, and I say that, and it may not be easy for you. I find it easy for me to connect to the earth. The earth is definitely my home. I've always felt at home here. I've never felt other or alien on this planet. I have with other people, but not being here on earth. And that's one of the things that called me to the path of the witch, is that connection to nature, to your environment, to the world around you. And sometimes I think we lose that big connection to universe, to all of creation, because it's easier to tap into our immediate environment. So having a piece of meteorite, you know, having that piece of other to use as an anchor, I think is fantastic. And I actually have a large chunk of meteorite, not from the same meteor, from another one, that I wire wrapped into a pendulum. and it's each piece, even moldavite, which is also a type of glass that came from a meteor impact. Just having those pieces, the energy is so different and yet the same. I don't know. I think this was a really great addition to a celestial box, if you will. That was like the perfect time to add that in here. In this case, this is a sick case, right? This is very like thin film here to hold your meteorite piece and keep it suspended so you can like sit this on the shelf and get to see it. So very cool. Love that so much. Like, that made the box for me right there. Okay. Ooh, oh my. We have a big old bag here with something that feels like a box inside. So let's open it up. Nope, not a box, a deck. A deck. So and that's interesting. As many decks as I have, I do not have this one. I have thought about purchasing it several times while in Barnes & Noble. I never have. And now I have it. So these are the astrological oracle cards, published by Lo Scarabeo. I don't recall when these exactly came out. They've been out for a while. So it looks like there's only 22 cards in here, but it has an Art Nouveau feel, which I love. I love my Mucha Tarot. So very, very cool inclusion into this box, which is awesome because I was starting to run out of room on my altar for statuary. As you can see from last month's box, I still have this little girl over here because I haven't quite decided where to put her yet. Still working on that, but she's going to sit here until I can find a more permanent home for her. And so we should still have incense and a candle in here. Let's take a look. Make sure that I'm not missing anything else. Okay, so here's our incense. Oop, much darker than it normally is. Ooh, that smells amazing. And so we have, come on, incense, where are you? Seeker of Knowledge incense. Okay, and this is made with, does not say, but it was created for the intention of burning before or during divinatory readings, so definitely makes sense for the inclusion in this box here. And now we've got the candle, so let's pull this guy open. And this is the Elder Guides Enchanted Spell Candle. It is a black candle with glitter, as most of them are made with glitter. And herbs at the bottom. So here is our candle. So again, these are made from beeswax, so they're not 100% vegan. Sorry, folks. But so we have here, with the intention of allowing yourself to be humbled as a student to accept guidance and knowledge from the elder guides. Anointed with spearmint, eucalyptus, rosemary, and peppermint oil, along with their special mixture of astral oil from their personal cabinet of witchery. So, very nice. All in all, this was a pretty amazing box for astrology and divination work. Especially astrology. Like, this is really cool. However, if you don't practice Western astrology, you may want to skip this box. May not want to go with the September box, but I do. Astrology was one of the first topics that I dove into when I started on my own path. I actually started researching astrology before I ever cast my first spell. So I love it. I think even the smoky quartz and the meteorite and the candle and incense and of course the Book of Shadows artwork is more than worth it. But when you add in, you know, the herbs and the salt and the sigil and astrological cards, I think that makes this book even even more just coherent and put together. Definitely not disappointed in this one either. I will use everything that was included in here. Absolutely. Again, it's kind of a bummer though if you don't practice much Western astrology. There's not really much to this box for you. I would recommend skipping because it is heavily astrology based, and you can find meteorite specimens for less than what you paid for what you would pay for the box, and then to have all of these items that you wouldn't use, I don't know that that's necessarily an even trade-off for you. And I only say that because I know not all witches, you know, work with, I should say, Western astrology. You know, there are so many different ways of practicing witchcraft. This box specifically is very much curated to the Western European practitioner. So if you practice any other type of witchcraft, and there are dozens of other types, this probably isn't the box for you. But if you practice the way that I do, or similarly, you're gonna love all the items in this box. It's another good one for sure. All right, guys, as I had mentioned earlier, all the information, if you want to find out more about this box, is in the description below. This is not a sponsored video. I buy these boxes. I just like sharing them with you guys. And I hope you enjoyed it. And until I see you in the next video, blessed be.